Got a small block Ford here today with a Throttle 8 stack on it, and we're going to go through the process of first cleaning and then balancing all the throttle bodies to match each other's airflow. On a used unit, you want to make sure the throttle bores are nice and clean, otherwise you could have a sticky throttle, both in applying the throttle and when releasing it, which can cause the idle to hang up and be higher than desired. You want to use some conventional throttle body or air intake cleaner and some kind of towel that's not going to put off a fiber down into the intake. Nice little spray to soak it in. And a good wipe around the bore, paying particular attention to where the blade meets the bore, so it's a nice shiny clean surface. You just want to make sure that you're bringing out what you put in. Don't want to leave any rag behind in there. And you should have a nice shiny clean bore. So when zeroing out the blades, you want to have all your linkages loose. You want to have all of your idle segments backed out all the way. That way the blade can be pushed to a zero position down in the bore. Also, you want to make sure that your linkage rods for each bank are disconnected from the throttle splitter in the middle of the banks. So first things first, we want to zero out every blade in these bores. So between each bore is a connecting shaft that is coupled together with these two deals here. So we'll bust all of these loose, and that'll be the first part of setting these blades at zero. Once they're loose, we'll just push these blades down in the bore, make sure they're nice and flush, and we'll try to center up this joining connector as best we can. Snug it in, connect the other side in, snug it in, and if you're happy with the centering of it, one last check to make sure your throttle blades are seated all the way, and give those a little crank to tighten them down finally. So with our blades pushed down in the bore, again we'll center up this connector on the shaft, give it a little snug, make sure we're both closed, nice little snug, again checking that they're closed and giving it a final torque down. So the next step in balancing our banks is making sure that our throttle splitter in the middle here is nice and even between the banks. So we'll disconnect our shafts, which we should have done first thing in the beginning. And now that we're going back on, they should be at the right length to just slip the bolt right down into it. As you can see, this adjuster will need to be extended out so that the bolt hole lines right up with the adjuster. Okay. So we've zeroed out all our blades and we've locked all of our connections in. Now we want to go ahead and confirm that these are opening in conjunction with each other. The throttle linkage is only controlling one of them, and this adjuster right here on the bottom is what sets how much play there is between this and this. So we just want to inch it in there until it's touching, and then confirm that they open and close together with no play between this one and this one. You can press on this blade just a little bit, just enough to make sure while you're pressing the blades open that there isn't any play between them. Alright, now that we've locked in the front and rear set of throttles, we can go ahead and set a decent starting idle point. So we'll just make sure that the blades are all closed now that we've been messing with them, and we'll go ahead and push this adjuster down just until it touches. Once it touches, I like to do about a turn and a half to go ahead and give me a good base starting idle point. So 1 half, 2 half, 3 half turns makes a turn and a half. We've zeroed out all of our throttle bodies. We've locked them in. We've ensured that there's no play between the rear and front throttle body sections. And now it's time to ensure, and we've set a good base idle point. Now it's time to ensure that the rod is the correct length going to our splitter.